everybody, it's Tmika and I am here to share with you a design team project for Wild Orchid Crafts. This is my first video for Wild Orchid Crafts being on this team. I'm so super excited to be back. So thank you, Paul, for the invite, and I am ready to get started playing with all these flowers and loveliness. So I will be doing a 3-video series, and it's surrounding getting organized for 2018. Now, you know, I try to make the videos, the things that I use inexpensive in my videos. So I think I have pretty much accomplished that with the ideas that I have. So I'm excited to share them with you, and hopefully you guys will play along, give these as gifts. So which is I'm planning on doing is give these what we create as a gift to someone. And it's just using items mainly that you can get either from the Dollar Tree or dollar store that you have, or stash from your house. So I will put in a link in the description box to the haul from Wild Orchid Crafts that I got, also their Facebook page, YouTube page, and where you can find them online, and then the link to all the flowers that I actually use in the project today. So these are the flowers that I've pulled. I'm using or attempting to use 50 the white leaves with stem. They come in the pack of 50. The pretty FLORI flowers in Snow White. Super, super cute. The mixed green tone cherry blossoms. And the mixed white flower rhinestone embellishment pack. And out of here, I pulled the hip rosebuds and the white cherry blossoms out of here. So these are the items that I pulled to use from Wild Orchid Crafts. I'm also using a PDF file from Regina, who is the owner of the Cutting Cafe. I am a design team member with her store. I'll put a link to her store in the description box where you can find this calendar set. You can get them. They come in different formats. There's a small one for like a keychain. There's a circle, and then of course these squares around it. So be sure to check out that link. These are great. This is a great file to have, and because these make great gifts, as you will see today. I think what I've come up with will make a really cute gift for someone, and it's really inexpensive. So this just goes along with teacher, co-worker, or friends Christmas gifts. So this is definitely a must-have. For pattern paper, I'm using this Prima Zella Teal. It is a gorgeous paper. I've been playing with this paper all this weekend. I even made a couple journals. These, not journals, traveler's notebooks. These will be listed in my Etsy shop. Just absolutely gorgeous paper. I'll show you really quick. So hopefully it's up by the time you get to it, but really, really pretty. Just fun papers and things in this collection. Let me show this folder. This is my favorite. Look how pretty this paper is. It's so gorgeous. So I was excited to have some paper left over, and I am just going to play with that until it's no more. So this is the A4 paper pad. You guys have seen it. Muted turquoise colors, soft, very, very pretty. So I'll be using a sheet from this paper pad today. I think that's it. Everything else I'm going to talk about once I get to it, because I've pulled a whole bunch of stuff, and to be pulling all that out, I may not even use it. So I'll talk about it when we get to it. So let's start with the calendar, which I've already cut down to 4x4. I printed them off a few times. I am just going to take my Tim Holtz stapler and staple it right in the middle just to hold it, because what I'm going to do is add some double-sided, not some double-sided tape, some ATG tape to the back here, and this is going to lay on top of a piece of white. I'll just rip that out and I have to redo that. This is going to lay on top of a piece of white chipboard. I'm just going to quickly take this staple out and redo it real fast. Okay. And I'm just going to adhere this to a piece of white chipboard. This chipboard is cut at 4x4 as well. And I get my chipboard from Amazon, and that link is always in the description box. So that's that. And I'm going to attach it using these magnetic clips. You get them in a count of 4. They are from the Dollar Tree. So really fun and easy. This is what it looks like. And it has a magnet on the back. You're supposed to put it on the refrigerator, but I'm going to use it like that on top of my calendar. Sturdy back. Feel free to cover that up if you want, but nobody's going to see it, so I'm not going to. But that's the base. So see how inexpensive this will be. Now for the base of my calendar, this Jot chalkboard table. It's really fun. It's chalkboard on both sides, and this was found at the Dollar Tree as well for $1. So this is how I see how perfect that is. Like, it fits on there just right. Put that like that. Really cute. But first I'm going to paint the edges a little bit because I need them to be painted. So I'm using this Waverly Inspirations chalk ink and white, and I'm just going to use this paintbrush, and I'm going to paint the edges because my paper is not going to cover the whole thing, as I want to leave a little white edge, just a little bit. I really don't need this much of an edge, but because my paintbrush is so wide, I just don't want the black to show. So I'm just painting this. You can use white paint from, you know, a dollar ink paints. Make sure you get the edges. I don't want to see this brown either. But yeah, you can use any paint. I just like using chalk paint. It gives a richer coat, in my opinion, than regular paint. You can also use gesso. And then it dries matte, which I love. And it doesn't take that long to dry either. So it's just a win-win-win for on all accounts. This project does not take long if you just have a little time where you can sit down to do this, a half an hour, depending on how long it takes you to get everything together and all that. This is not a long project. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna do another coat. I'm gonna just set that right there. Oh, I touched it. Set that right there. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back to it. I have my paper I've already cut down, and it's just, like I said, it's an A4 pad. All I did was take off the little border, and I folded it in half so that it's 2 equal parts. Easy peasy. I'm just going to even up these edges, and then I'm going to round the corners. Since my chalkboard is rounded, I'm going to round these corners. I'm using my corner chomper, and I'm going to use it on the let's see, I'm using it on the 1/2 inch side, and of course my 1/2 inch side is full. Let's see here. Just going to do all 4 sides, and this is for the front and the back of that chalkboard. Got some nice rounded edges. And take the remainder of that paintbrush and just lightly whitewash over this. This is going to be for the back. Just give it a nice little brush over with the leftover paint. I don't need to do the front because I'm thinking I'm going to cover that up. See the difference between the two? Really cute. Yeah, this is going to go on the back. Okay, so I'm going to grab my chalkboard again. Let's see how we're doing here. Good. And then we're going to do another little coat around these edges. I should have just hit it with my heat tool. Let's see. Let me just see how this looks so far, because I may not need to tap it any at all. Yeah. I'm actually going to cut this down. I'm glad I did that. I'm going to cut this paper down a little bit more. It's actually just a smidge big because I wanted a bit of a border. I'm going to cut it down about a 1/4 inch. Let's see. A little bit more. Make sure my lines are as straight as they can be. Yeah. And then I'm just going to re-corner those 2 edges. Ha, perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go back over this with the chalk paint. Look how white that's gotten. I love it. And I love that it's distressed, so I'm not being neat about it. Otherwise, I would have got a, you know, a paper. I mean, another paintbrush and just been really neat with it. But I like this not perfect look on here. And this second coat is really doing something for me. I'm going to let that dry and I'll be back. All right, this is all dry, looking lovely. So when we put the top on it, it has that nice white edge. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the back. All right, both of these sides are nice and dry. So I'm going to go ahead and do is lay this paper down, and I'm going to use some double-sided tape here. I can find it. There it is. Okay. And I'm going to lay it all across the back because I don't want it to fall off. So, yeah, I got to use a lot of tape on these projects, especially when you're gifting them to someone. Using the back of my scissors because it's so much easier to remove tape like this. All right. Here, I'll put that puppy right center there. Super cute. It's cute already. Like, done. Cute already. So, this one, we can use either side, I guess. Or wash the other one. I already whitewashed that side, so. Oh well. Alright. And this is going to go dead center. So pretty. It's not the cutest thing. And very sturdy. Okay, I'm going to clean these up. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to add our magnet. Now, I could E6000 this. I don't have the patience for that. I'm just going to use the magnet. There's a magnet on here. Why not? Look how cute that is already. Extreme double-sided tape. This tape is from Tuesday Morning. I like red line tape when I'm using it for stuff like this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to place that like right where I want it, center like that. These magnets are basic gray magnets. I got them from Tuesday Morning a long time ago. When I got them, they used to have archivers here, but now it's closed. But that's where I used to get them from. They had an online shop for a while too, where they sold these basic gray magnets. And then they just stopped selling them. So when I saw them at Tuesday Morning, your girl grabbed all of them. That's because somebody does that to me. They be taking all the stuff, not being courteous. So if I find something that I want and it's not something that is normally there all the time, you better believe I grab it. I used to leave a few of the staples, like these magnets or the bags. I used to leave, let me just leave some bags or tape. I do still leave tape because they have that, when they have it, they have a lot of it. And I'm not really willing to pay $100 for 50,000 rolls of tape, but I will leave that. So I'm going to put this, nope, that's red. that was resisting, so that one has to go down. And I'm just going to force that down right there. Oh, it didn't stick. Because this other magnet is just way too strong. Hold on. They keep sticking to each other, which is super annoying. I'm going to put it down there by itself this time. Just hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and let it adhere. This is just a very strong magnet. If this is not on here, it's just going to pull right on up. All right. Let's put this one in there. There we go. Much better. Now we can put this on there. And we're good to go. That is so cute. Is that not cute? And all we spent was $1 for this and $1 for the boards. You still have 3 more of these left. I may be doing some kits. I'm not sure, but like I said, I purchased a few of these. So I'm going to add some of this white lace first. I just needed to put the magnet down so that it won't show too much on the outside. So I got my little hot glue gun over here. I'm using this white lace, and I'm just going to add just a little light strip of glue, hot glue, in my new hot glue gun holder. Have you guys checked out that tutorial yet? Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on the outside here, and I'm going to pull this lace right across the top. Okay, and I'm going to cut off this extra. Boom and done. And I got some like I said, I had a pile of lace here. This is pretty. Yeah, that looks gorgeous. Yeah, we're going to add that there. And then we have this green lace. I'm just layering it with lace, guys, just so it can look super shabby. And then I know that I wanted to add this bling, but I can't really decide. I'm just layering it. Oh, that's so cute. You know what? I might just put all the dang lace that I got over here. It'll be one large shabby chic mess. All right. Let's see, maybe if I take this one off. That turquoise is so pretty. And layer, oh, you know what? I'm going to cut this down some. Maybe this one right here. This white one. All this is lace from my stash. Like, I can't even begin to tell you where they're from. But that's where they're from. My stash. I got this from my stash. Alright, so I'm just going to cut off the little border thing that's making it curl up. I don't want it there for this project. But because I want the layers. Oh, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. I wish you guys can see it in true color. And then if I layer that on top of that, and then that on top of that, I wonder if I can sneak in this one with the bling so that I can add bling trim to the top. Yes, I can. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. All right, so let's go ahead and start this. I'm just going to add, see if I can add my ATG tape. As I just really need it to hold this lace down because eventually we'll be gluing on the top of it, but just need it to be in place. Okay, cut off this extra. And then I had this one next. Let's see, I have it down here like that. Yeah, that's really cute. Yeah, I'm going to add these bling pieces on the side. That's cute. I'm going to add this row real quick on the side here. Just going to add a little dot because I don't want it to be messy. Just going to go right there. And I'm going to just carefully add a little line. And cut off the extra. Now let's get these pop dots back on here. And then I'm going to get one on each side. Get them on there real good. And take the backing off. Of course, you know I'm going to add a little glue. Just a little dot for some added security. Now we can add this loveliness. And then let's see, I'm going to cut that down like right here. But I'm going to cut off this top half. Both of these sides have tulle on it. I'm going to cut off this top one because I don't want it to interfere with the calendar. Super cute. All right, so I'm just going to add my row. That is so pretty. I have these two flowers down here. And then I have this cherry blossom. Okay. And I have another little cherry blossom. I'm just going to put that up here. Maybe up here at the top. I kind of tried to pre-think this out, but you know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Cut the stem off of this one. That's cute. But let's see if I do two of the blue one or two of the turquoise ones. And then I have these tiny little buds. I've used some Lindy's Snap Gang and South Shore Sand, and I sprayed one of them. And they have that brown vintage look to it, and I think that looks gorgeous. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I didn't want to spray them all if I wasn't going to use them, but let's see how they look up there. Oh, that's gorgeous if I do that. So I am going to just give this a quick spray, really fun, and then I'm going to tie this a little tighter so I can cut it off, cut it down. And I think that'll be cute right there in the corner. How cute is that? Oh, be on frame, Tmika. I'm going to lay that down because I like that. So I'm going to get the leaves, put a little dot of glue on the edge of that bottom leaf so that they'll stay like fanned out like we want. And then I'm going to add glue to the back. And then I'm going to put that there. And then we'll add the trio of hip rosebuds, the tiny ones. That's going to go there. And then we'll add the aqua colored cherry blossoms. One, and I'll cut the stem down a little bit. Two. Oh, that's so pretty. That is really cute. It kind of needs a little bit of something. Let me see if one of these cottage roses will do. You know, that's too big. That won't fit. But maybe this is why I like this embellishment pack, because you can get a little bit of everything. Because maybe these open roses will work. Okay, that one might work, or this tiny one. Oh, that tiny one's it. That tiny one's done it. Super cute right there in the middle. I'm going to add some glue and put it right in there. Okay, so now back to down here. I have these flowers. They're just from my stash. I got them in a, I believe, from a swap. So now we have to figure out down here. I'm going to put glue on the back because I know that these are going to go on there, so I can get them set and ready. I just put glue on the back of the stem, on the back of the flowers. Yeah, let's go with the smaller one. It's got some pretty silver on it. It's really cute. Add my hot glue to the bottom. To the back of this flower, I'm going to add a couple dimensionals. Raise it up a little bit off of the calendar. Just stack them up. And then take off this back and add a little bit of hot glue. And then go ahead and put that there. And then add this flower like so. Perfect. Add some hot glue. I always gotta place it first, guys. Like, I gotta see it first and then I can set it. I don't know. And then I can add some more of these tiny little buds. That's why I like these, because they make great fillers to poke in stuff. So I wonder if I can fit this in here somewhere. I can. I'm going to spray it. Okay. All right. I do want to add a little bit of white, like wash this down a little bit to the flowers, just to give it a little bit more shabby. And I'm just going to lightly go over this with my brush. That is so cute. Shut the front door. Here we go. Adorable. That is so stinking cute. I want to add one. I want to try to add a sentiment. What if I add a sentiment right here? And then I want to add a hanging element, or some type of element that the recipient can either hang or stand. So what I did was cut this as a Tim Holtz Alterations small easel die, and I cut it in chipboard, lightweight chipboard, and just some white cardstock to be able to put it on the back. Let's see, how's that gonna go? Let's see, does it go like that? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna add some tape. And then it just folds. Make sure I get this folding right. Okay. And then that folds down like so. Put it right there. perfect. That is so cute. Isn't that adorable? So cute. All right. So another option is to have this hanging element right here. I could just add a, how can we do that? What can we put across there where this cannot be so obvious that it's hanging? What can we put on there? I know you guys are yelling stuff. Do it this way, do it this way. But if I was going to do it, I probably should have put it underneath this cardstock. Just add this glue to here. Cut off this extra. Okay. Now, let's get this. I'm adding hot glue to this strip because I need to add hot glue because it's doing some double duty in over here. It's holding, it's helping to add stability to this lace, and it's of course hiding the strip. So it's adding sturdiness and the such. So if you're going to do this, then I would suggest, if you, this was an afterthought, I was just going to do this thing here, but if you're going to do this, then I would suggest that you lay that down first. That's in the back. You know, I could add, to hide that seam, just a row. That's cute. How stinking cute is that? And then that's the back. So they won't see this. If they want, they won't see the back anyway, but I can stay there. I almost want to tie something around here, you know. Let me see if I can find something. Okay, I got some yarn, some trim. Both of these trims are left over from the paper clips that I did for the craft fair. Just trying to see which one looks better. We have a flat large satin and then the shimmery silver. The shimmery silver. Only problem is there's not a whole lot of that left. So you're gonna have to use it sparingly. I'm gonna cut it in half so I can know what I'm using here. All right, after about 20 minutes of sheer frustration, I am done. So I end up tying the bows. They were tiny. And then I went to cut down, like trim down the extra, and I cut the bow. So you know what I did? I just cut all the pieces. So they look like I have bows, but I do not. They're just tied knots at this point. But we're gonna leave it because I like it and it's cute. Look at that. Adorable. How cute that is. So now I'm just going to add a sentiment. So I'm going to go wash my hands so I don't have a whole bunch of stuff on my sentiment, and I shall be back. We are almost done. All right, so I've decided to, one, looks like not wash my hands, but two, I thought about using this ephemera pack, and which comes with the collection. I thought this cute little butterfly, that's adding the most. I'm going to leave it shabby, but there are two sentiments in here that I could use. This dream, which kind of washes out everything, but this hope kind of ties in the brown, and I think it's cute. I'm trying to just figure out, you know, where I want to put it, and put it there. Hot dang, that is cute. I'm all done. It's adorable. Finishing touches is some Stardust stickles, of which I will add to everything just because silver is the shining star here, and then I have that silver faux bow up there, and you know I love my sparkles. So since I whitewashed this, I'm just touching up these flowers a little bit so they don't be so flat. And I'm really just like raking over the top of everything just to give it that extra oomph. That extra oomph. Okay. And we're done. It's super cute and shimmery. Of course, the shimmer is not going to come right now because it's still wet, but you can kind of see it up there. So pretty. And then the back, and then the recipient can stand it, and then they can also hang it. So they can just let this fall behind, and you can't even see it when they're standing, when it's standing on its own. Or you cannot put that away, and then you can just hang it somewhere nearby on the desk. So that's part 1 in this series of 3 videos for Wild Orchid Crafts design team and organizing 2018. So hopefully you guys will try this at home. Again, these items were from the Dollar Tree. The links for Wild Orchid Crafts will be in the description box, as well as where I got the calendar from. This is super easy to make, and you see how fast it was and how little items we used as far as things you have to purchase. So I will see you guys next time. Like this video if you like it, and if you have any questions, leave them below and I will do my best to answer them. All right, guys, see you next time. Bye.